Welcome to Off the Road, version 1.6.2, which is a correction that came out for version 1.6.0. You might notice something there off to the right, at the end of the marina-style wharf here. It's the Luxury Yacht. It has arrived. It is the biggest moving object in the game, unless you consider the waves in the ocean to be moving, or I don't even think the clouds move. Perhaps the dust or the ash from the volcano. It is a very large yacht. However, there's not a lot to do with it. But at least the $750,000 will open up for you. Now, it's rather tricky to board the yacht with a vehicle. It may be a little bit easier to walk up onto it. I'd like to show the vehicle going up there. It might add a little interest to this video. You can board it with a vehicle. You've got to use the nitro. There are very few vehicles that can actually get up that way. They have to be small enough. This is one of them. This is the smallest wheeled vehicle in the game. As you can see, it does not come with the helicopters. I pre-positioned them there. And you can see there's lots of room there. Fly them all the way inside here, just like you can inside the warehouse building that's on many of the land masses. This boat does not seem to come with it. Yacht does not seem to come with anything. And buying it does not add anything to it, other than the ability to actually drive it, which we'll get to later. Well, that door does not seem to be active or activatable. Can't activate the handles. Can't activate the dogs to unlatch it. Let's try one other method. Let's see if we can winch it open. Oops, I think my winch line may have missed. That looks like it's on the door. Yes, it's on the door. Actually, it's past the door from the way the winch line moved. You know what? I'm going to say that is an unmovable object. At least unmovable with regard to the rest of the yacht. Should be another door. There is another door here. See which side it puts me out on. Yeah, the side I didn't want to be on. I wanted to be close to the door. See whether I can open this one. Plenty close to it now. Let's go ahead and blur it. Well, that one's not going anywhere either. So we've got this great big yacht, and you notice out from the outside there was a lot of windows on the side of it. Great big area in the yacht that we can't get to. It does come with a heli deck. And here we are up front of our yacht. Not quite close enough to the front to actually see the bow. It looks something like a wally, actually. space back in the main deck there. It's built much like a Wally as well. How about we take a look at the cockpit? There doesn't seem to be anything in there. There's no instrument panel, nothing. Nothing. Take a look down this way. No, I'm not seeing an instrument panel, nothing in there. Man, this is one austere luxury yacht. Helicopter looks good in the helipad. I had to put it over one side because I wanted to drive around it. Well, and to think you could do all of this without buying it. Hold it! We've got a different door here. One with a symbol. We can drive it. Now watch this. It's doing something funny because it's moving, because there's a land vehicle on it. See, it's hard to see because a ghost image of it showed up. The land vehicle is staying in place pretty much. The helicopters stayed in place. So what do you do if you try to drive this vehicle? We've got one helicopter stay on, well, maybe more than one. I don't know if the other ones down below deck are still there or not. As you can see, the Phoenix is out on the wharf. It would have floated on the water. It is back there. It's kind of awkward to see exactly where it is, whether it's on the dock or in the water. It looks like there's a symbol there for call my yacht back. And I think I'm seeing one of the helicopters down below in the water. Okay, it normally doesn't do that if you don't have a land vehicle on your yacht when you pull it away from the dock. It doesn't settle into the water. It does have a fairly deep draft, so you can't take it up the rivers. You might be able to get it into some of the rivers. You can get it into some of the coves. You can actually get it on the shore, sort of. At least the bow portion does not. I'm holding the throttle. I am holding the throttle at full thrust. Apparently it is austere as well in the engine department. Maybe that's why those hatches weren't openable. We couldn't check out the engine department. There is a feature it does have. A horn. Sometimes it sticks. Sometimes it's short. You can hold it. And if you're on the gas pedal and you hold it, it stays all the time you're on the gas pedal. You turn it off, you've got to release the gas pedal and tap the horn. I don't know if that's a defect in the game or not, whether that will be corrected. But that's how she operates now. Now, how about I change my camera angle here? There's something else I need to show you. We're coming up to a couple of boat challenges. I ground it. I may be stuck here. I need to go slowly here. There'll be a message pop up about the boat challenge. I go too fast, it pops up and disappears. Don't tell me it's not going to pop up. I missed it. Now we'll do it. Well, the one ahead should show up. Well, I just missed it by a smidgen. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot of activity going on in this yacht. Look at that. Get into a boat to start. I cannot do the boat challenges with the yacht. How about we change the camera angle? Or camera view. We are now in the cockpit. You've seen my previous video about off the road. The helicopters had the option of taking a look in different directions from the cockpit. In the bridge of the Luxury Yacht, we don't have that option. So it's not about, you're not really able to transport things, your vehicle, to get it to where you want it to explore various different areas either. Oh, notice the anchor fix-it showing up right at the stern there on the port side. What's that, the starboard side? My yachting terms are probably not that good. You probably saw it show up now. The other thing is, if you take a look at the yacht from the shadow side, it shows up fairly decently. There are not too many waves or turbulence in the water. You can actually see how deep the hull is. Over here on the sunny side, it's all glare, like many things perhaps in the Mediterranean. And you cannot see how deep the hull settles in the water. It is actually possible to reach up with the bow of the boat and, say, collect those coins there. It's a rather difficult way to pay for your luxury yacht. I would not recommend it. As I say, it only took me a few minutes to play the game to actually pay for $750,000. So for those who are considering this, I would suggest spending your $750,000 on something else you would like in the game. There's not a whole lot to do with this yacht. So I'm going to call that a video, and I hope it helps you out.